let's now also understand why this budget 2026 matters. So what we are witnessing currently is new low for the rupee. It has crossed 91 rupees mark per dollar. So that is also why this budget 2026 becomes even more significant. And there's global uncertainties amid the Trump tariff threats. So it's not just India that has been impacted due to the Trump tariffs, but there's global uncertainty due to the tariff tantrums by the United States. Now, 50% US tariffs have been imposed on India, and there's also no end in sight to the trade talks between India and the United States. So the trade talks are still continuing. There's no conclusion on the trade talks. So that is also why this budget becomes even more significant. There's 50% US tariffs that have been imposed on India, which includes 25% additional tariffs for buying the Russian oil. There's also increasing reliance on gold and silver amid the global volatility. If you take a look at the stock markets, it's only the gold and silver that are doing well. They are rising rapidly. The prices are shooting up. But if you talk about the other stocks in the stock market, they are not doing well. In fact, they are doing very poorly. It's just the gold and silver that is surging. The prices are surging, but the other stocks, there's a lot of volatility in the market. Now, there are key elections also that are upcoming in 4 states and also Puducherry. So it remains to be seen what schemes are announced in the budget, if there are some relief that is announced for these states also where the elections are around the corner. Now, opposition is also planning to corner the government. As we already saw, there was confrontation in the all-party meeting. So how is the opposition planning to corner the government in the budget session? So the first and foremost point is the Trump tariff and also the China ties. So this is one of the key factors and the key point that the opposition has decided to take up in the budget session and corner the government, the Trump tariffs and the ties, the bilateral ties of India with China. Now, special intensive revision also remains one of the key topics that the opposition is planning to corner the government on in this budget session, the Ramji law and also the scrapping of MGNREGA. So that also remains a key issue, and they also raised this demand in the all-party meeting that was held yesterday. UGC caste tensions is now a fresh flashpoint between the opposition and the centre, and the opposition has decided to discuss this issue as well. It is pressing that a discussion on the new UGC 2026 norms should also be held in the budget session. Free trade agreements. So free trade agreement, we saw the historic deal and the announcements that were made yesterday between India and the European Union. So a discussion on that can also be expected, and the opposition is planning to corner the government on that particular agreement also. Misuse of central agency remains another point that the opposition is planning on to corner the government. And remember, this issue is not something new. The opposition has been time and again attacking the centre over alleged misuse of central agencies. Farmer issues is also likely to be another point that the opposition will be cornering the government on. So these are some of the issues that the opposition has planned. This is the strategy of the opposition. These are the issues that the opposition is demanding to be discussed in the budget session.